It's your resident One Broke actress back with you today for another vlog. The truth is that I wanted to talk about something that I've been going through this week when you don't get the job. You know what I'm talking about. You put in a lot of hard work for something. Maybe you paid to coach for it. Whatever you did, you auditioned, you called back, you did a killer job, and you're just waiting for the phone call that you got it. But you didn't. Fucking sucks. The shitty part is no one cares. I know that sounds like a little harsh, but no one really cares. And you put a lot of yourself into these things, and it's like being in a relationship. You fall for these roles. You picture yourself on set. You can picture the costumes. You can see it all happening in your brain. And so when it doesn't happen, it's almost like a breakup. It's like you have to fall in love with this shit, and then you have to break up, and you don't get to mourn with your friends and sit and eat ice cream and drink a bottle of wine. Maybe you do. I had a little wine last night. Like a bottle. That's a little. I drank a bottle of wine last night. Stop judging me. You have to get over it and move on, and sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's really easy to, especially if you have another audition coming up, if you have like big things going on, it's really easy to move on. Sometimes you don't even need a mourning period. Sometimes you went to an audition, you didn't get it, you're done, you're moving on. I wanted to talk about a few of the things that I do when I need to get over it, when I've fallen in love with a role or a project and it's not panning out. Have a mourning period. I set times for myself based on how close I was to the project, about how long I get to be upset for it. So, for example, this last project, I thought I had booked it, so I was basically there. And so I get a full night to be upset about that. I know it sounds crazy, but just having a little bit of regimen to this makes you feel a lot less insane. So if I was on hold for something and I didn't get it, I get a full day to be upset about that. I get to mope, I get to be sad, I get to cry a little bit. I cry regardless. I get that time to be sad. If this happened last month, I booked something and it fell through. It's being pushed, but I'm afraid it's never going to get made. That I got 2 days to be upset about because I had booked a job and it is no longer happening. Let yourself be sad. I think that's really important. Secondly, something you can do, you should pick up a book and read a story that has nothing to do with what you just went out for. And I know you don't want to, and I know the last thing you want to do is get immersed in another story, but it's exactly what you should be doing. Nothing makes you feel better than reading about World War II. You know what I mean. Honestly, picking up a book and reading a story, getting involved in something else, it takes my mind off of it very easily. Another thing I like to do is clean house. I clean magnificently, amazingly when I'm in my mourning period for auditions. Like, the house is spotless right now. I also like to move furniture. I like to move and groove and change things up. I think it can set a new tone. It can set a new pace. It's like a clean slate. Poor Caleb, he comes home and it's like the house is in a totally different array. I move furniture, love you, bye. Oh God, she did it again. What else do I like to do? Make plans in your calendar that you want to go to. And it can be as simple as the aerial yoga class you want to try. I would really like to go to an aerial yoga class if anybody wants to go with me or has a recommendation. I think it sounds so fun. Or, try out Blue Apron. Not sponsored, just love the shit. Or, do you want to sponsor me though? You can contact me through the website. Find something else to do on your calendar. You gotta find your way out, man. And lastly, talk to someone who cares. Having a rock in this business is a game changer. Have a friend who's a fellow artist who would understand. Or maybe it's your significant other, and maybe it's not, and that's okay. If they're not your person to go to talk about losing an acting job, sometimes they don't understand. Not everyone has that in their person, and that's fine. But find someone, a close friend or a coach or someone that you can talk about that with. Lastly, you kind of just have to get the fuck over it. Was that offensive? You have to let it go because that is energy that will walk into the room next time with you. Yeah, it will. It'll follow you. You have to let it go. You have to shake it off. You have to find, the next thing, because there will be a next thing. It's never the end. So find your next thing. Find something that, find the next project or whatever. But you have to shake it off because you cannot carry that to your next audition with you. You have to shake it off. So I'm shaking it off. I'm making this video for you. And now I'm over it. Great. Good talk. Good talk. Oh, I think a car just got in an accident. There's a dog in my lap. Isn't it so fun to be an actor?